Welcome to the Pastor's Comments. Written by Pastor Daniel Lundmark. This week's comments are entitled, Choosing a Church. People choose where they go to church for various reasons. Some want beautiful edifices. I thank God for our comfortable facilities, but it is far more important that the presence of the Lord is there. If people sincerely love, serve, and worship God with all their hearts, even if they meet in an old barn, if God dwells among them, I'd rather worship there than in the most beautiful building that lacks His presence. Some would never attend a church in the summer that is not air-conditioned, but it is more important that the church be prayer-conditioned. Some who are physically challenged want a church with good handicap facilities. Thank God, we have that now, but if I were in a wheelchair and knew of a church where the Spirit of God was moving, I would go there even if I'd need several strong men to carry me up a dozen steps. Some are looking for a church with a staffed nursery to care for their children, but if a church lacked that benefit yet the services flowed with the blessing of God, I'd go there. I'd rather have my children with me in the atmosphere of God's glory anyway. Some want a church with excellent musicians. We are blessed to have that, but if a church had no musicians and the Spirit of the Lord saturated their worship services, I'd go there rather than a church with the best musicians without the Spirit. Some are looking for a church close to their home, but I'd be willing to drive 100 miles to attend a church where the glory of God comes down. Some are looking for a church where they can be accepted and comfortable in their sin, where the preaching is soothing. We don't have that. I want a church where the preacher declares all the counsel of God, Acts chapter 20 verse 27, and the Spirit of God probes my soul, a church where sinners are convicted of sin and converted to Christ, where old things are passed away and all things are become new, 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 17.